Good day, this is Harshit, your tech host for today, with all that is new in this emerging tech world. Fortinet, the global cybersecurity leader driving the convergence of networking and security, announced the results of an independent analysis by Enterprise Strategy Group to quantify the customer benefits of deploying security operations solutions from Fortinet. The analysis determined that customers dramatically improved detection, containment, investigation, and response while making security teams up to 86% more operationally efficient. Threads, the social app, has witnessed a decline in its daily active users. Recent figures revealed an 82% drop in Threads DAU with only 8 million users currently engaged. Meta's CEO Mark Zuckerberg acknowledged this setback and expressed plans to introduce retention enhancing features to prevent further user attrition. In a Threads post, Zuckerberg noted a positive turn for the app's community, indicating optimism about its long-term potential. He announced forthcoming search and web features within the next few weeks, emphasizing the team's rapid progress in shipping updates. Next up we have GoPro. The maker of action cameras has revealed a new desktop application for its users. CEO Nicholas Woodman announced during the Q2 earnings call that all paid GoPro subscribers will have access to the software without any extra cost. The app will also be compatible with cloud and mobile apps, allowing synchronization. Furthermore, users can import footage from third-party cameras through this application. In 2018, GoPro discontinued its GoPro Studio Editor app to promote the simpler Quick app. This upcoming desktop app will mark GoPro's return to desktop software since then. The company reported an increase in its subscriber count, rising from 2.36 million to 2.44 million users. Zomato has initiated a trial of a flat rupees 2 platform fee on its food delivery application in specific markets. The rupees 2 platform fee is applied per order and is currently being tested with selected users. This fee is added regardless of the order value, meaning it applies to orders of any value. It also applies to users of Zomato Gold, the company's loyalty program. The exact markets where this platform fee is being tested have not been disclosed. This move comes in response to a similar action taken by its rival Swiggy, which introduced a rupees 2 platform fee on all orders in April. Zomato's rupees 2 platform fee is currently in an experimental phase and may be expanded if successful, aimed at enhancing profitability. The rapid proliferation of artificial intelligence technologies is undeniable. Currently, OpenAI holds the lead in this arena with ChatGPT, while nearly all major tech companies are striving to secure their stake in this evolving landscape. However, there has been a perception that Apple has been progressing at a slower pace and not making significant strides in AI. Recent information, though, suggests that this perception may not be entirely accurate. It turns out that Apple is actively seeking talent in the field of generative AI. While it's impossible to definitively predict a company's future plans, certain indicators can provide insights. In the case of Apple, these indicators come from its job listings. The tech giant has recently posted numerous job ads specifically focused on generative AI, an area that seemed less prominent in its plans previously. Notably, these job openings are not restricted to the United States but are also being offered in Europe and Asia. WhatsApp, a subsidiary of Meta, has been introducing a slew of new features lately. The company has undergone UI and UX revisions in accordance with the Material Design 3 guidelines. These updates have recently been deployed through beta releases. In parallel, the company is actively developing a fresh security attribute. According to WA Beta Info, the latest version 2.23.16.15 update focuses on enhancing user account security by leveraging email addresses. Earlier this year, WhatsApp introduced a variety of security enhancements, including safeguards against unauthorized account transfers to different devices, defense mechanisms against WhatsApp targeting malware, and simplified security code verification using automated codes. These initiatives underscore their unwavering commitment to bolstering user security. Google is reportedly set to launch its Pixel 8 series smartphones in October 2023, which is 2 months earlier than initially anticipated. The Google Pixel 8 is rumored to be equipped with Google's proprietary Tensor G3 chipset, and it is expected to showcase a smaller yet brighter display panel. This display might also support a variable refresh rate, spanning from 10 Hz to 120 Hz, promising a smoother visual performance regarding photographic capabilities. Speculation suggests that the Pixel 8 will house a 50 megapixel ISOCELL GN2 primary camera aiming for top-notch image quality. Additionally, the device is anticipated to boast an enlarged battery and swifter charging speeds compared to its forerunner, the Pixel 7. Realme introduced the Realme 11 5G in China back in May, which was later rebranded as the Realme Narzo 60 5G for the Indian market. Recently, the brand launched the Realme 11 4G and Realme 11 5G in Taiwan and Vietnam, with the Taiwanese variant featuring the Dimensity 6100 Plus chip, distinguishing it from its Chinese counterpart as per the report. The Realme 11X 5G is expected to be available in India in two memory variants: 6 GB RAM plus 128 GB storage and 8 GB RAM plus 128 GB storage. The device will be offered in two captivating colors, namely Midnight Black and Purple Dawn. Infosys Executive Vice President Richard Lobo has officially resigned from his role. The Bangalore-based company confirmed Lobo's departure through an exchange filing, stating that he has chosen to step down from his position as Executive Vice President and Senior Management Personnel. Lobo, who has been a part of Infosys for more than 2 decades, served as the head of HR from 2015 to 2023. His final day at the company is scheduled for 31st August. The move follows the recent appointment of Sushant Tharappan as the new head of human resources, taking over from Lobo. Tharappan, a senior vice president at Infosys, has been leading the Infosys Leadership Institute initiative. In his resignation letter to CEO Salil Parekh, Lobo expressed gratitude for his time at Infosys and the opportunities it provided. The anticipated Google Pixel Watch 2 is predicted to incorporate a Qualcomm Snapdragon W5 Gen 1 SoC, signifying a significant advancement from the original Pixel Watch, which was introduced in October 2022. As outlined by an ITWise article, the Pixel Watch 2 is potentially being developed under the codenames EOS and Aurora, which likely correspond to LTE and Wi-Fi exclusive variants, respectively. The Pixel Watch 2 series is anticipated to release in three distinct models distinguished by model numbers G4 TSL, GC3, G8, and GD2WG. Notably, the report indicates that an Indian launch might be on the horizon, gives the India's BIS regulatory e-labels are listed. X, previously Twitter, is undergoing rebranding, and as a part of that, the company is bringing changes to the looks, support pages, and now names of its features. After renaming the app X, Twitter Blue subscription is getting a new identity. Company owner Elon Musk announced that Twitter Blue is now X Premium. Musk did not particularly make an announcement about the name change, but readers got to know the new name through a post in which Musk talked about ad revenue share on X. Next up, we have Google has announced that it is rolling out a new linkable headlines feature in Google Docs. This feature will allow users to create links to specific headings in their documents, making it easier to share and navigating long documents. The feature also makes it easier to collaborate on documents. For instance, if you are working on a document with other people, you can use the linkable headlines features to create links to specific sections of the document so that you can easily refer to them in your discussions. iQOO has been teasing the launch of the iQOO Z7 Pro 5G in India, and it is now rumored to launch next week. iQOO Z7 Pro 5G appeared on e-tailing website Amazon recently. The website has now added a Notify Me button on the page. This means interested buyers can keep a track of the upcoming smartphone by clicking on the Notify Me button. The Amazon listing of the series goes with the title The Curve Advantage. Apart from this, the company has not yet revealed any other information about the smartphone. Last month, Nipun Maurya, iQOO India CEO, took to X to tease the upcoming smartphone. WhatsApp has once again started rolling out the navigation bar on Android with the latest beta update. WA Beta Info, a platform that keeps track of all the updates and changes on WhatsApp, has reported that several users from across the globe have once again started rolling out the iOS like bottom navigation bar on Android in beta. WhatsApp on Android is getting the bottom navigation bar. A couple of months ago, WhatsApp rolled out the update in beta and then removed it in future updates. Apple is expected to release its next Gen M3 processor soon. This chipset will be equipped with various products from the brand, one of which is expected to be the new Mac Mini PC. This new model is currently being tested by the Cupertino-based giant. The upcoming Mac PS carries the model identified 1512, although it wasn't specifically mentioned if it is a mini model. The report states that the mystery Apple PC will feature an 8-core CPU and a 10-core CPU. Furthermore, this chipset will be paired with 24 GB of RAM and runs on macOS Sonoma 14.1. At last, Google disclosed in its latest Chrome update confirming 11 security fixes as a result of external contributor vulnerability reports. Apple's SEAR team is tasked with providing the foundation for operating system security across all product lines at the tech giant. Google has awarded $15,000 as bug bounty to Apple for spotting a high severity security vulnerability in the Chrome web browser. Apple's security engineering and architecture team found the bug and reported to Google for discovery and disclosure, reports IT Voice. Thanks for tuning in. This is Harshit signing off. Subscribe to IT Voice for all things tech, from gadget reviews to industry insights and latest tech news.
बहुत सारे कीबोर्ड्स देखे हैं बट ये कीबोर्ड बहुत स्पेशल है बिकॉज ये इंडिया में बना है। इस कीबोर्ड का नाम है कन्नड़ कीबोर्ड। इसके अंदर 12 से ज़्यादा लैंग्वेज आती है, चाहे वो आपकी कन्नड़ हो, तेलुगु हो, बंगाली हो, हिंदी लैंग्वेज हो, इंग्लिश हो। ये जो कीबोर्ड है 2000 रुपये का, और इसके अंदर आप जब देखोगे छोटी सी लाइट है जो आपको बताती है कि कैसे जलता है, और साथ ही साथ एक क्वालिटी कीबोर्ड है। सो आप जब भी कुछ ऐसा इनोवेशन चाहते हो अपनी लाइफ के अंदर, तो ये एक ऐसा कीबोर्ड है जो आपको बहुत सारी मल्टीलिंगुअल लैंग्वेजेस में हेल्प करेगा। साथ ही साथ अगर आपने हमारा प्रीवियस वीडियो देखा होगा जो हमने भारत रील के ऊपर बताया था, जब हम .भारत डोमेन लेते तो कीबोर्ड हिंदी टाइप करने में बहुत हेल्प होती है, भले गूगल ट्रांसलेटर हो चाहिए कीबोर्ड। अगर इसको कैसे यूज़ करते हैं, सेटअप करते हैं, इसके ऊपर रील चाहिए तो ज़रूर बताइएगा। मिलते हैं नए शॉर्ट्स के साथ।